Where the pros talk sports in Riverside and San Bernardino. Fox Sports 1350. KTDD San Bernardino. An iHeartRadio station.
Yo, what up? This is Sendog from Cypress Hill. You're listening to me on IE Sportsnet all day long, all day strong, you heard?
Yes, we are live. It is IE Sportsnet, IESportsnet.com, right here live on Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire sports, the conversation starts and stops right here.
Yes, indeed. I had to turn my phone down, man, because, you know, we out here. I got my Boost Mobile chirping.
Yeah, you know it. You sitting here trying to hear yourself on radio?
Yeah, I'm trying to hear myself. I'm trying to see myself, hear myself the whole night, man. But
right.
Beautiful Saturday morning. The sun is out here smiling on us.
Southern California day.
Man, you know, I mean, it is beautiful. You know, I want you to know, Coach B, everybody is not privileged to have this kind of weather, man.
Absolutely,
you know, some
man.
people right now in the beginning of April, they're snowed in.
Yep.
There's tornadoes.
I got family back east in Mississippi, man. And I love telling them how, you know, it's December and it's a cold 82 degrees.
Yeah.
Sunshine.
It's a brisk 82.
Yeah, right. We got on shorts.
Yeah.
You know?
We out here, babies.
Absolutely, man.
Shorts and shades. But yeah, I know what's going down, man. We have a very special show coming up real soon for IE Sportsnet. We're going to talk about this more in detail. Will be our Inland Valley All-Star game that we are very excited about. The Boost Mobile.
Second annual
Boost Mobile Inland Valley boys and girls All-Star game. Coach B, we're going to be talking about that a lot in detail, brother.
Absolutely, man. I know they just had the Desert Valley All-Star game, so we were looking at some of the notes on it. Great game, man. We got to get out to that next year and check it out. But the Inland Valley second annual Boost Mobile All-Star Classic is going to take place April 17th. A.B. Miller in Fontana. Coach John Romanelli, the game director, our coordinator. The three of us serve as the directors of the Inland Valley Series.
Indeed.
Of course, you know, last year was just a basketball game. This year we added girls volleyball. In addition to basketball, we had the football game in January that was amazing, beyond our expectations.
Crazy, man.
And then in May, we'll have the Inland Valley Soccer Classic. So we've already begun coordinating with the coaches and logistics. So that's going to be one amazing game that I'm looking forward to. I know we've done IE Sportsnet. What some people may not know, we've been here since April. August of last year.
Yeah.
August of last year. IE Sportsnet has been around for 4 years now.
4, man. Count them, brother.
And in those 4 years, the one thing you've been big on and you've been saying is we got to get involved with the soccer game.
Yeah, man. So that's coming up for us, man. Which is something that, you know, we're extremely excited about. This has been a long time coming, man, but we're excited to make sure that, you know, we spread our love accordingly.
Spread our wings, man.
Yeah, man. So it's going to be a great thing, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And, you know, I was looking at it. We can jump in. Can we do some high school sports scores?
I think we need to go ahead and do that because I know it's spring, so it's a lot of stuff going on, brother.
It's time for those baseball things. And you know, high school sports scores are always powered by IESportsnet.com. Remember to get all the latest up-to-the-minute scores. High school scores, log on to IESportsnet.com. In the right corner, you will see it. So Friday night, man, this baseball season. Friday night, we had some games. Those Citrus Valley Black Hawks, they went ahead and took down the A.B. Miller. We were just talking about A.B. Miller. Took down A.B. Miller 5-4. Carter Lions took care of Rev 7-5. What happened Thursday night?
No, on Thursday night, you had Don Lugo go out there. These are the Constadores.
You better than me.
Yeah, I know. I know it's how you kind of like handed that off to me. But
exactly.
It's all good, brethren.
Just say the school name.
Right? Don Lugo went out there out of Moreno Valley. They played the Patriot Warriors, and they took them down 10-2. We also had El Toro Chargers. I saw this one, man. They played against the Mountain Fighting Scots. The Chargers, they weren't charged up that game, so they lost 7-1. And then you also had Maricosta Mustangs play against the North Huskies, and the Mustangs took down the Huskies 9-6. And then also on the softball side, you had the Claremont Wolfpack take out Lenora Saxons.
Absolutely, man. So, you know, we were talking about the All-Star games and everything going on. And, you know, growing up with the absolute biggest All-Star game in the nation has always been, I loved it probably because I just, as a kid, I loved McDonald's. Couldn't afford McDonald's as a kid, man.
Yeah.
But that McDonald's,
that.
right? That McDonald's All-Star game with Lonzo Ball killed it, man. You were checking him out. You were looking at him. I missed him at the game, but you saw it.
Yeah, he was definitely at first I didn't know because I didn't see his name on there. So I was like, hey, I literally had a text generated. I was going to send you like, hey, I don't see Lonzo out here. So I was like, wait a minute, did he not make the trip? And
the Gatorade Player of the Year?
Exactly. That's why I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
The national champion?
And then what it was the reason why he wasn't in the lineup because he was a spotlight player.
Oh,
yeah,
what does that mean?
They put the lights on him.
Oh, there you go.
You know
there you go.
Yeah, he was there. It was funny because they were like, yeah, they've got Lonzo Ball. We're not going to talk about him right now because we're going to talk about him all halftime.
Right. So you, and the thing about it, man, we graduated in the 90s. And I remember watching, they said that he's the best point guard since Jason Kidd. I remember Jason Kidd was up north, was balling out. And I remember Jason Kidd. I remember
that distinctively.
Right. Jason Kidd, I mean, that is a high comparison. I hope he can live up to the hype. I know they said that, I've heard people say that the minute he goes to UCLA, he will be the best player on the team. Yeah,
they're talking about him being a one and done, which was like, which was surprising.
Right.
But again, I guess not. I mean, one of the things that Jalen Rose complimented him on, I think justifiably so, was that he's seen a lot of talent coming to the McDonald's All-American game, but rarely does he see that talent transcend on the team level.
Right.
Whereas the team is excelling as well. And in this particular case, you have an undefeated champion.
National champion. State champion.
Speak on it, man.
Southern section champion.
Come on now.
Inland Valley champion.
Got rings aplenty.
He probably won the rec league as well.
He got the Chino Hills Park and Rec trophy too.
I wouldn't doubt it,
But yeah, so he was just really complimentary about his game. And the thing about it was you saw a lot of kids out there trying to still build up their stats, whereas Lonzo Ball just playing within himself, wasn't really having to do a lot, just relaxing, throwing dimes, dropping dimes.
Exactly.
And just doing this thing, and it's extraordinary to see that because you see, we've got a chance to see him like just go on scoring binges. And he was just, so he can do it. So I think that Jason Kidd comparison was obviously I think was an honor for him. But again, it almost looked like it was justified, man. So we're that'll be we'll see that in the coming years.
And that's saying a lot though, man, because like I said, we watched Jason Kidd when he was balling up north, went to Cal and balled out. Jason. I mean, I say it's high because behind Buck, Jason Kidd is probably the second best point guard.
I would definitely say that. I mean, Jay Kidd is that is a point guard right there between him and Gary Payton.
True point guard. Didn't worry about scoring. He was a true point. And people don't know who Buck is. Buck Johnson.
Buck. Yeah. That's cold. That's cold
LA
right
Lakers.
There. That's cold right there. You got to be affiliated. But wow, do we have a special show coming up, Coach B? Championship Saturday. Can I say championship?
Absolutely.
Championship.
We have a state champion in the house, friend of the show.
Oh boy.
These players were on last year. We earlier in this season we had the head coach from Cajon High School in. We actually had the players on last year, and we were on our former station.
Indeed.
But they are friends of the show. We knew last year that they were on to do something because they had a good run last year.
Right, and the special thing about it, which I'm really excited about, is we get a chance to talk to this young lady. There's actually two young ladies here for the team representing. But one of the young ladies we had on a couple years ago, and this is really special to see where she's at right now. So it's great, man. I know that we're gonna have a special interview. You guys definitely don't want to miss that. We're gonna also be talking in detail because we have some huge things coming on with our show that you want to make sure that you're aware of.
Absolutely. So the Cajon High School girls basketball CIF state champion. They went up to Sleep Train Station in Sacramento and said, that trophy's ours.
Yeah.
We're bringing it back to San Bernardino County.
Yes.
We're going to take that. So they're coming up next, the Cajon girls. Excited about that. And we're going to talk about some more stuff. Let's step out and take this commercial break. I don't need Greg hollering at me.
Yeah, because, when we break, we break.
Absolutely. So you're listening to IE Sports Net with Coach B.
Andy Turner. When it comes to Inland Empire sports, the conversation starts and stops here.
On Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports.
You are
Authority.
tuned into the new home for IE Sportsnet every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. with Coach B.
And Eternal, when it comes to Inland Empire sports, the conversation starts and stops here.
On Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM, IE Sportsnet every Saturday morning, 8 a.m.
What's up? This is Nick Young of the LA Lakers. You rocking IE Sportsnet.
The Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Yes, we are back at IE Sportsnet, IESportsnet.com, right here live on Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire sports, the conversation starts and stops right here.
Yes, indeed. As we were saying before we got on air, championship Saturday, Coach Beasy. Beautiful, man.
Now, don't say my name in championship, you know.
Well, I know, I know. You don't even know how to, you
They never had a playoff for bitch one.
I'm about to say.
So leave, They
never had a Water Boys All-Star game, right?
You know? And I kept that water cold.
Man, kept that water
fresh.
Kept it coming. Coach didn't have to even turn around.
It's spring water, baby. That was my thing.
Hey, water in pitchers.
You know?
That's funny. Wow, we have
Now, they didn't have to laugh at me like that. That's just not right. I don't know. It wasn't that funny, ladies, you know?
So we have some very special young ladies here that made the trip this morning. Ladies, we're appreciative of that.
Fresh off the bus from Sacramento.
Say, they didn't even get a chance to dust off the championship jerseys yet. Everything is good. But if you could please do us the courtesy of introducing yourself to the IE Sportsnet audience.
All right, my name is Taylor Goldsberry.
All right.
I'm from high school. And I'm Kayla Washington.
All right.
And Kayla was here last year.
Yeah, she got a chance. So Taylor, since you're new to the get down here, what is this your first radio interview?
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So now talk to us a little bit about this, your team. What was your did you think that you guys were going to be able to do this when the ladies were getting ready during the summertime, getting yourself ready before the season started? What were your thoughts about your basketball team, and did you have any kind of expectations?
Yeah, I already knew that we were going to make it far because, set high expectations for yourselves, and it's easier to achieve them. And I knew that we were the team to do it. We had a lot of drive, a lot of energy, and yeah, we just brought it to the table.
Right. Now, me personally, I've never gotten on television during my high school career playing any kind of basketball. You guys were on TV quite a bit, so I'm a little jealous. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that was beautiful.
Now they're on radio.
Yeah, but say now you're on radio and things, you know what I mean? Because if I would have scored on television, I might have just went up there for my little 2 points and then ran off the court. You know what I mean? They'd have been like, we don't know where the other player is. He's on the freeway somewhere in his jersey. Getting back to the IE.
He's a senior on the freshman team, but he's excited.
he's geek. But if you could please talk to us about winning the championship and how you personally felt about that.
I was so excited. It's like I couldn't fathom what happened, but as soon as we hit the locker room, I was so excited and just turned up to the max. It's like our biggest goal we achieved. So
right now, maybe you can educate the audience on turned up to the max.
I hit the maximum level.
There we go.
She hit the maximum level of turn up.
Yeah, because we on Fox. You know what I mean. So everybody's not acclimated to turned up to the max. You know what I mean. So we want to make sure we let everybody know. Coach B, you want to get in?
Absolutely. We have Miss Washington. Now you guys had a season when you went 27-6 overall, 4-1 in league, capped with the first state title for Cajon High School. Give us your thoughts about that and how that felt, because I know last year was a goal for you.
Yeah. Well, it was just amazing to just be in the position to do this year, and I think that this group of girls was so special that we set our minds to, and we just achieved something that doesn't come around often. So it was really amazing, and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
No
Absolutely. And here's the funny. I was looking at a friend of the show, Michelle Gardner. She was up there. She wrote a story. After the state title game, Elk Grove coach Larry Price was asked what was the difference in the last 8 minutes of the game. He said they unleashed the beast. Now, when he says that, he was speaking of the Washington State bound Kayla Washington, who finished with 17 points, 15 rebounds, 2 blocks. What a special game. I think Even after I graduated high school, I didn't have that many points in a basketball game. And to win this in the state title game at the Sleep Train Arena, how did that feel? It's your last game in high school. How did that feel?
I think
you got to come up a little closer to the mic. We want to make sure we can hear you.
It was just like I was in shock, like it was just whoa, we did it, and that was our dream, and just to achieve it, we were in shock, and we were just like it was a big deal.
Right.
So I think we were just so excited, and the group of girls that we had, it was just like we were just so proud of each other, and it was just a collective, just a great time. And
I know Eternal wanted to say something, but we talked about this last week. Now, coaches say you play for the name of the for the jersey. They say you play for the name on the front of your jersey, not the back. So next year you will be playing for the name on your front and not your back when you're at Washington State, correct?
Yeah, I was gonna say Washington now.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
They're gonna be like, we don't know who it is, but it's Washington.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So she playing for Washington.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed. Well, ladies, I wanted to talk to you guys because one of the big things that we are really excited about for you girls is you guys beat a couple private schools on the way up there, which is big. You know what I mean?
She put the emphasis on modern day on her pre-show.
Yes.
She put the exclamation point.
And believe you me, you weren't the only one that were like putting up the exclamation mark. Everybody was excited about that. So maybe you could talk about what was the biggest victory for you. And I mean, obviously you guys had one, but maybe you and Taylor could both talk to us about your most exciting points during this championship run.
Like in the game?
Well, what game was like the biggest game? Well, outside of the championship game, obviously.
Oh, modern day for sure. Well, for me, because there was so much hype surrounded by that game, and I think so many people thought that we were gonna lose. Like I'm serious. Like we had so many haters going into that game. So when the girls and I, when we went out there, we just took care of our business, and we like.
No,
they
got
said it right.
You said it right. That was a business. That was a business deal. Yeah.
They got Etiwanda this year, right?
Yeah, I don't want to beat them.
Okay, Etiwanda beat them. Okay, so the IE is just beating up on them. That's what I'm talking about.
She's like, no, we put 10s on it.
There you go. Right. Oh, handle your business.
Taylor?
Yeah, for me, it was the same thing with modern day. Everybody just didn't believe in us and thought we were going to go take a L. But no, we pushed through and we fought.
Now,
go ahead.
Well, now, because you ladies have been together for a while, talk to us about, because your coach, obviously, he's been there for a long time. Talk to us about, he's been doing this thing for a while. So maybe you could talk to us about your coach and maybe like how that process was getting up there. And your coaching staff, because I know that you guys had a good coaching staff on there as well. So maybe you guys can kind of talk about how the coaches were preparing you guys on your way up to getting that title.
Just basically like giving us all the tools, like every practice telling us what we need to do repeatedly over and over, and just like instead of like just focusing on what we're good at, they would tell us what's wrong with us and tell us how to fix it and just what to work on to get to where we got to.
Indeed.
And Lehman was good at reminding us of our past and how we never really got to where we wanted to go.
Right.
So that was good motivation, because it's like, well, we never got past third round, and this was our last year to do it.
Right.
So, that was a good push we needed. And then when we finally passed third round, we were like, oh yeah, like we're on the track to doing something really, really great for us.
Indeed.
And that's the one thing you think about this. Your team, you had an amazing run to the title. Look, here go some of the teams they took out. Can I say the team?
Hey, run that, man.
Okay. Can I see the teams they ran over? They beat teams like Taft, Miracosta, Harvard Westlake, and Modern Day. And Coach Lehman has been there 30 years.
Yeah.
You think about that when you get to be our age, when you're old and whatnot. In 20 years, you can say you were the team that gave Lehman a state title. That's going to be. How does that feel to you guys?
Yeah, and you guys have. There's been like WNBA talent there,
right,
in the past. So that's a big deal for you guys.
Either one of you. She was like, I got this.
Okay, so over these last 4 years, Lehman used to tell us all about the team that won CIF back-to-back. So that was our only, that was our, what is it?
Like that was like the I guess the apex point. You know what I mean?
That was
the
hot. The top. That was his max. That's what he was most proud of.
Right.
And he used to always tell us, like, to be better than them, you have to do this, and that's
Yeah.
what we always heard. So that was good motivation for us.
Right,
You know?
right, yeah.
I get tired of hearing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you know, I used to, because people always say, like, oh, Coach B is the best person on the show. And I always
And they
tell
were
them,
right. They were
no, I always
always
tell them, like, no, man, we locked the door, and I'm the one to write the script for them. So I understand that I'm playing.
Yeah, so over these 4 years, we're like, well, we're trying. So then this year, we're like, okay, we have to do something that makes him talk about us. To all the
Right.
girls.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Win and
Exactly.
stake. Win and stake. That's
Yeah, that'll do it.
And on a personal note, you know, what was it like for you? You know, you're done with your high school career. You won the Player of the Year. Well, how you know, you're going to Washington, Player of the Year. What 4 years on varsity? What a state championship? I mean, what a career. How did that feel?
Yeah, it feels amazing, and I feel so blessed to be in this position. And Lehman put us in a great position over these last 4 years, and I you know, give a lot of thanks to that as well. And I would, before I went to high school, I didn't even imagine any of this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it's just amazing to be a part of it.
Right.
Indeed. Yeah, and I saw like your post-game interview, and you were very complimentary of your teammates, which is obviously always good to see. I know your girls are always like, hey, hold on a second, make sure. Which is good. No, that's great. I mean, that's really really exciting. You guys had a special group of young ladies that were on there. You guys can clearly see you guys were tight. Now in that Elk Grove game in particular, you guys were
when they unleashed the beast.
Yeah.
And once again, you listen to IE Sports Net on Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM.
Yes, indeed. Now, I know that game, the first half was like a bit of a struggle. It was a close game. The girls came out, the girls from Elk Grove came out, and it seemed like, hey, they're going to be able to kind of slow the pace down for you guys a little bit. What was the mentality when you guys went into halftime and came back out?
Just like, we were just like, oh, like our coach told us, like, this is your last time, this is our last game, this
Right.
is our last game.
Literally.
We really gotta push through it and play our best half we ever played, and that's what we did. We told when we had our little team meeting after all the coaches left, we told each other, like, we just gotta push through it and do what we need to do. At this point, there's like nothing else we could say but do what you got to do and fix it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it was 31-32.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was a tie. It was,
yeah, absolutely. So, Taylor, step on up.
No, that's no. Taylor already spoke.
I'm sorry.
Okay, man, you about to mess up the rotation, brother.
I'm trying to do my research, you know.
Yeah, Taylor and I got into foul trouble that game, so it was kind of difficult. And we knew that after the halftime that we had to like be smarter,
right,
and just do what we needed to do to win the game, because that was third round and we never made it past that round. So
right.
It was like a big deal, and we knew that if we changed our game a little bit, that we could beat them.
Yeah, that's what, because the announcers were saying that they were saying that the team, their objective was to try to get you guys in foul trouble. Like, I know you guys probably couldn't hear it. I'm certain the coaches made you guys aware of that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's what the announcers were saying. Their goal was to try to get them two in foul trouble. But you guys came out on top, which is great.
And one thing that I liked about the team, because Lehman was texting me, and you guys got to go to Sacramento and went to the zoo.
Yeah.
How cool was that?
It was cool. Yeah. Lehman loves the zoo.
He was a lot more excited about it than I was. He was like,
I can see the zoo on my iPhone,
Yeah, he's a big zoo guy.
Yo, see, that's me too. I love the zoo. I want to sit there and look at the lions, even though they're not doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this. You guys don't get it now. You don't understand it. But they did the story. Remember the Fat Five?
Yeah.
After the season, they took them to Europe on a trip. But you just take the stuff in. Just take it in.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys, when you look back on this, that's going to be one of the things that you guys will never forget. College is calling, but it's nothing like I tell my kids this all the time. Yeah. It's nothing like high school.
High school is it, man.
It's nothing like high school.
I was trying to take high school with me, but it wouldn't go. You know what I mean? I was trying to, it wouldn't go. It just wouldn't go.
Absolutely. So we appreciate you young ladies coming in. Cajon basketball state championship.
So y'all get some rings. So you guys get like some rings and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Y'all get some big old rings. Yeah, I know that's gonna be. I know you guys are gonna be geek about that. Now, if y'all need somebody to model the ring for you or something like that. They say I have very, very sleek men hands. You know what I mean? So I'll go like this real quick. I'll rang it out for you. If y'all need somebody to dime it out for you guys.
Make sure they're
here.
max lit. You know what I mean? Just make sure. So we definitely appreciate you young ladies coming in.
Congratulations.
They're here bright and early.
Yes.
Just got off the bus from Sacramento.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, they ain't even got a chance to set the bags down.
Exactly.
Good. Ain't even unpacked yet.
Exactly. I hope when you guys were there and you got in the sleep train, you pulled off a shirt and had Lakers.
Yeah.
And just showed it all
and
those
Kobe.
Kings.
Oh, man, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you was right there, man, where Kobe
You don't need
just
to do
ripped their hearts out and stuff.
You don't need to do the Kobe.
Don't worry about this dude, right?
But hopefully.
Hence this Downy stuff he got out
Yeah.
on me. He'll tell me a long way from Downey, brother.
Right. I am a Laker fan. I am not a Kobe fan. There is a difference.
Oh man, here
Are
we
you guys
go.
Kobe fans?
God, don't say it. Don't worry, ladies.
My number's 24.
So hello. She's trying to thank you.
Oh my God.
Anyway, you were saying, Coach B? Thank you. That's right.
Couldn't you go with Tarazi? Couldn't you go
Taylor,
with
Taylor, you a Laker fan? Oh wow. There you go,
who's your
Taylor.
team?
Can't say.
There you go.
As long as it's not a Celtic.
Don't say the
No,
Clippers.
negative.
Okay.
Don't say the Clippers. You're not gonna say the.
Negative.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
All right. As long as you don't say the Clippers.
Who is your favorite player? FIBA on the WNBA side. Who's who?
Said Taurasi.
There you go, Taurasi, an IE native.
Do you have one?
Yeah.
Who?
Well, I don't. Yeah.
She's a beast.
Who's that?
Nike or Google.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't trip about. I don't know
No
how to say her name
Candace.
either. But
No Candace.
Kansas. Yeah. But NECA, like she plays. I play like her.
Okay.
yeah, so
Okay.
I get it. I get it. Hey,
I
we get it. We get it. We understand. So.
All right. All right.
Well,
There you
ladies,
go.
again, thank you guys for making the trip. Congratulations. Best of luck to you on your post career. We enjoyed the run. It was great. It was great for IE, great for the high school. I know you guys gonna get a chance to understand it now, man. But that's gonna be historic for years to come, man. So congratulations, lady. We appreciate that.
And just so you guys know, the best post-game player, probably LA Spark, Lisa Leslie.
Or Riverside Cheryl.
She was a perimeter.
I mean,
But
Riverside Cheryl's like our, that's like the she was post NBA. I mean, pre WNBA, but Riverside Cheryl with the jury
then
curl
went to USC.
Went to Riverside
Okay.
Poly. That one
And
right
she
there.
She went to USC though, right?
100 points.
Yeah.
I think she had a brother that did something. She had a
Riverside
little,
Red.
there we go.
There we go.
There we go. There
But
we
he
go,
was a
Greg
Bruin.
Howard.
He was a Bruin. I think you want. I'm not going to talk about that.
But you know, when I went to the USC game, they had the picture of Cheryl on the wall. She still had the curl.
She had the curl and
it
everything.
Was wet.
Oh man, that curl was
It
damn
was juicy.
fresh off the activator.
I think she had Riverside on her arm.
Oh man, she had the side. You know what I mean? Had it written on the tape. Beautiful, beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed.
So once again, we thank you ladies for coming in and making us laugh. So the Beast came in with us
Yes,
this
and
morning.
Miss and Taylor Goldsberry. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
I want you
There
to because
you
she
go.
was looking at me like she was gonna try to take me to the bucket.
Yeah, right? She already got
Every
hey,
time I have to make sure you had it right.
Yeah,
she
I
gonna
want
post
it.
you up.
Right,
you know,
right.
my knees ain't what they used to be, ladies.
Yeah.
So I ain't got time for no basketball. You know what I mean? So, but you're listening to IE Sports Net with Coach B
And eternal. When it comes to Inland Empire sports, the conversation starts and stops here.
on Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM with the state champions Cajon basketball.
Hey.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
You are tuned into the new home for IE Sportsnet every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. with Coach B
And eternal. When it comes to Inland Empire sports, the conversation starts and stops here.
on Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM, IE Sportsnet every Saturday morning, 8 a.m.
What's up? This is TJ Ward from the Denver Broncos. You're now tuning to IE Sports Net.
The Inland Empire Sports Authority.
And we are back. We are live, IE Sportsnet, right here on Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM. I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire sports, the conversation starts and stops right here. What an amazing, amazing interview. I think it's me in the studio with my boy Greg Holler. I think I finally got what I wanted, just the show by myself. Eternal, we locked him out. We don't need him on the show anymore. I think that it just makes for a better show when it's just the Coach B corner, if you will. So there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's Greg Holler with the sound effects and whatnot. We were talking about this when we first came into the show. Pretty excited about it. It is the IE Sportsnet Inland Valley Basketball Classic, the second annual. Oh, Greg, if you can do me a favor and make sure that Eternal's mic is dead. He's back. Unfortunately, he made it back in the studio. I tried to lock him out. It just didn't work.
You know, somebody has to take care of the big guy stuff around here, man. You know, this dude right here, you know, I don't know. But yeah, you know, wow. Special, those are some special young ladies right there,
Absolutely,
man.
absolutely. They talked about it last year. They said their goal was states, you know.
Yeah, you know, and you know, and even Coach Leon was telling us last year about how, you know, the brackets were real crazy.
Uh-huh.
But again, they ended up going out there, you know, knocking down private schools, Taft, Mater Dei, Elk Grove went out there and took care of business. I mean, so at the end of the day, they did what they had to do. A long time coming for the head coach. I was watching him. As I was watching that game, they were talking about that fourth quarter because they had to lead. And they kept, they were still kind of like trying to make runs here and there. We're talking about Elk Grove and Coach Mark Lehman. They were talking about how nervous he was. You could see he was trying to hold it in. Oh, but you could. I know the nerves were just jumping out of his socks. I mean, you had to think this is 30 years.
30 years, man. So that's amazing. I mean, and I hope those young ladies understand how special it is that he's been here for 30 years, and that just shows you how difficult it is to win. Because you think about it, some of the best teams in the Inland Valley, of course, you think of girls on the girls' side are Cajon and Etowanda.
Yep.
Those are historic programs, and they were never able to get over that hump. And like I said before, and we talked about this on the air, we are at the right place at the right time. I'm an import. You're a Riverside native. But, I mean, there's so many people that have moved out because Coach Washington, like we said, he's an import. Right. So there's so many of my classmates that are here, and you get this first generation of Inland Empire talent. Right. Whereas when I was little, it was the Polys, it was the Servites, it was the modern days. Yeah. And then back in the day, and they really should get rid of LA City. LA City section, they should get rid of it. It should all just be Southern section. Exactly. Because the Southern section is just the dominant program. But when I was a kid, if you played in City section, you Birmingham, the Crenshaws. Right. I mean, that's where the talent was at.
Yeah, well, now you're starting to see that talent come from right here, from the Inland Empire. So, which is why
I think there's a team in Corona that let it be known. What are they, the Huskies? Yeah. Centennial.
Like, we out here, man.
They said, and we talked about this before, I said, hey, man, I don't know about them going to the Pac-5. What did they do? All they did was dusted everybody.
Gave it to them. And we talked about that, man. The talent is different now. These boys are out here. They're ready to get down. What I like about it is these guys are knocking down these private schools. I mean, absolutely. That like before all this time, I was talking about it with one of my guys off the air, man, and we're just talking about, the private schools for years have been they've set the bar. They've been the bar. Modern Day with Stanley Johnson, and prior to that, all those private schools were the ones.
Shea Cotton when he was at Bosco.
Yeah. So so now you're starting to see that the power shift to these public schools, which is great. So.
Right, because I think that was the initial idea with the open division. Yeah. The open division was one of those things you separated. Okay, let the private schools fight it out here. But then when you look at what Chino Hills just did in basketball, not only did they win the Inland Valley title, they won the Southern Section title. Man. Then they went and won the state title. That wasn't enough. Right. They went and won the national title.
I think that this has to be the first time in the history of the Inland Empire, which is, think about how far and how vast that history is, that we've gotten two state champions in the same year. Right. Like, the girls and the boys.
Absolutely.
And then they were just on magical runs. I mean, you think about that. Coach Lehman, 30 years, it's never happened for him.
Right, right. I mean? And you think about the run the Centennial had,
Oh, yeah. Without it. Well, we talking about Chino Hills.
No, Centennial. And football.
Oh, football. Okay.
In football.
Oh, yeah. Epic. Yes. I mean, for them to do that, so again, this year, this 2015-2016 year has been historic. Right. We're not done yet. We still may see some big things happen in baseball and softball. Obviously in track, my guy, my man out there at Vista Marietta, is doing this thing. So it's beautiful, man. I'm excited right now. And then we just got some really, really good news about the All-Star game.
Okay, good deal. And then that's like we talk about baseball, the Boris Classic. Our guy from Santiago said they're 2-1. In the tournament, so they're having that's a number 2 rated tournament in the nation. By Max Prep. And our guy, we had him on last week, Santiago
only
baseball.
4 years. You said it's only been rocking for 4 years.
Yeah. So
and
they're getting it in. They're getting it in. Our friends over
50K,
at Fox,
$50K for the boo-bop.
Right. Our friends over at Fox College Sports, they run that game. Yeah. So that's really good stuff with them.
Without a doubt. So yeah, man. So we're excited right now because again we're on the eve of our media day. So we're gonna be we're gonna have some special. I saw some of the people that already RSVP, some of the girls, and I was checking them out already, just doing my research. Right. And we got some special young ladies. The one lady that RSVP, she was. It's funny because I tried to, when we were doing our volleyball graphic from last year, I grabbed a picture from the tube. And I was trying to I tried to fade it out 'cause I didn't know who the girls were. Right. So I tried to fade it out, do some little graphics to it. This particular young lady who RSVP'd, she made that one of her pro. She was like, oh no, that's me up in that picture right there.
There you go.
She got like, that's me up in there. So we're gonna have one of the girls who was in our volleyball game.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember Rome was talking about that. Two sports star.
Yeah, and she's like studmuffin.com. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, so I was like, yeah, so that's that. She's gonna be. I'm excited to see her get down. I saw one of our other RSVPs. You know, we got some special young ladies. So big up to Coach Rome, man. Did his thing on that.
Right, and you know, I made my daughter proud. This year, we're excited. We have there's a player that goes to Etiwanda.
I saw that.
She has a brother.
I saw that
you may be familiar with. Her brother went to Etiwanda High School. Her brother now is the 2-year starting point guard for those USC Trojans. His name is Jordan McLaughlin. Yeah, and so I saw the which really gives our game some authenticity. Right.
Is that we're getting that kind of talent. Jordan McLaughlin's little sister RFVP'd early. Very one of the more special players in the game. You know what I mean? So, but it's going to be our game.
She will be here at Radio Media Day
without a doubt. And our game already was highly touted. Just got a boost in the arm too.
Absolutely. And Dominique, if you're listening right now, just want to let you know that you have an open invite to bring your brother with you. If I know his season at USC is over with, it might be asking for much, but if Jordan is available, if Jordan is free on the 9th, he is more than welcome to come in and join the media day here. We'll make some time for him.
Yeah, we'll have Coach B kind of sit to the back right there. You know what I mean?
I know it might be too much. Too much.
Yeah,
yeah. Remember when we were in the media room and Sua, he was standing behind me. He's like, "Oh, excuse me, man." I was like, "Oh my God."
Yeah. He almost had to I thought you was gonna touch him or something, man.
Yeah, right.
It made me nervous right there, Bratton.
I almost passed out, man. But we have some amazing things. Once again, the Inland Valley 2nd annual Boost Mobile Basketball Classic will be on April 17th. The media day for the girls will be live on Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM on the 9th. The boys will be on the 16th. And one thing I love, man, I saw the graphic you did last night, man. You was getting them with the graphic. We got the custom jersey.
I wanted to put the shorts on there. I wanted to show everybody,
they're not the short shorts.
No, they're not the. But the girls like to hike them up. The girls like to get the safety pin. I noticed that a lot. But hey, we got the. That's what I was just talking to.
Custom.
I was talking to Coach Leon about, man. Boost Mobile. Big up to Boost Mobile, man.
And Jose Toro.
Jose Toro, man, you are the man.com. We just this game would not be possible without the contribution from Jose Toro and Boost Mobile, man. So we're extremely excited about it.
Well, tell them what Jose make possible with those jerseys.
Well, with now, for folks like him coming out, the help of people like Mayor Aquanetta Warren,
Fontana Mayor,
the Fontana POA, the Fontana City Council. Now you've made it to where these athletes, these special athletes, get a chance to play one more game. Number one.
Mm-hmm.
Another game where they can they don't pay a dime.
Not a penny.
I'm talking about when they run up in the gym, they don't pay for nothing.
And we're gonna have the banquet. Do they have to pay for the food at the banquet?
They do not have to pay for the food at the banquet. Well, the preliminary, we got because I'm gonna bring a pot of neck bones. So if you want to hear my neck bones, they're going for $5. I'm making $5 neck bone bowls outside in the back right there. But at any rate, if you guys, Chick-fil-A made it possible for
Rancho Cucamonga.
Rancho Cucamonga, Chick-fil-A made it possible for the athletes to come up in there and eat for free. However, we are going to have a cater. We're going to have a fresh Mex menu out there. If you guys are looking, if the little Chick-fil-A doesn't do it for you.
Right.
It's going to be a very special. It's going to be catered, so we're excited about that. So we'll be feeding the families, be able to come through there, be able to enjoy and purchase a nice little plate. But also,
Rome said 80 people have already RSVP'd.
I'm excited. Look, I think
for that
a tear came out. A tear came down. Your man got a little emotional behind that. But one thing I'm excited about is every player that participates in the game will walk away with their own. Greg, can you give me a little special music real quick? Or maybe hit me with a little.
Take your time.
Every player that will participate in this game will walk away with their own top and bottom custom Boost Mobile IE Sportsnet Inland Valley Basketball All-Star Classic jersey.
And what will they do with that? Will they turn their jersey back in?
No, they're not turning the jersey back in. They're taking that to the casa. Is that how we say it?
They don't have to return that?
Yeah, they're taking that back to the casa.
Wait, tell me that one more time. So
yes, sir.
They're going to do, what are they going to get?
They're going to get their own free. They take the top and bottom, even though you sweat. Most people, when you sweat them up, they still make you turn them in.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, not us.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to worry about your high school jersey. You leave that back at the house.
Right.
Leave that back at the locker room.
Right.
You taking this to the house with you.
So you get to keep your jersey.
You can keep your jersey, have your people sign it, take pictures in it. Matter of fact, you can wear it you can wear it back. You can wear it in the car back home with you, so you can really feel that experience.
So how much are we charging these girls for these jerseys?
Absolutely, unequivocally, zero.
Wait. So they get a free jersey, they get to keep, and we're not charging them anything.
Zero.
Okay. And last year, what did the girls do with the boys and girls do with the jerseys last year?
They wore them all day.
And they kept them. And the football game, what did they do with their jerseys?
They wore them all game.
And they kept them. And we charged them zero.
Not a dime.
And we've been doing this for 2 years.
Yeah.
How much have we charged players to be in these games?
Not one dime.
And
like I said, man, I mean, we are, because, this is, and again, Coach B, Coach Romanelli, myself, the people, the good folks that have supported us, that has been our main thing, not to charge these kids. There's so many of these games that come up, they're charging the parents. I mean, these parents are already got, nowadays you got to pay for all this stuff, man.
Right.
The schools are already gouging not really the schools, but the way the system is, a lot of the parents are being hit already for a lot of cost. So we wanted to make this special to the players and to the parents, and also we will be giving away very special trophies to players of the game.
Right.
And then if we may, if we can hit them with a little bit more music, just one more game real quick.
Can you say?
Can I say? We're also giving away for the boy and the girl that participates in the Inland Valley All-Star Basketball Classic. We will also be giving away on behalf of Mayor Fontana, first black, first woman mayor of Fontana, the great city of Fontana.
The city I live in?
Yes, sir. We're giving away a scholarship for the person with the highest GPA. 2 different scholarships, man. I'm really excited about that.
We're excited about that. That will be our, what's that going to be, the 5th scholarship? We gave away 2 in the basketball game last year.
Yeah.
Gave away 1 in the football game last year. Now we'll give away 2 more. So that's 5 scholarships.
Wow. Beautiful,
that we've given away to the kids. This is more than just a game.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you said it. I just want to make sure. How much are the kids being charged to be in this game?
Not a dime.
Okay, free. They get free custom.
You ain't even got to use your EBT card.
and at the banquet, the kids going to eat for free like they did with football, and they're not being charged.
Hey man, let me tell you something. You ain't even got to pay for the napkins.
There you go.
You ain't got to pay for the napkins, the silverware, the salt and pepper.
Yep,
it's all free of charge.
The only thing we want the kids to pay for at the banquet and the game is attention. That's all they need to do is pay attention, and we will be good to go. So that's amazing. We are excited about that. And in the soccer game, same thing, because we talked to our jersey designers. The soccer game is going to come up in May.
Yes,
they're going to get custom jerseys that they will keep.
Yeah,
that
man.
will be theirs forever.
Just special. Even us internally. We don't even get a chance to really understand how special this is. The only reason we even know, because this has been our goal to do that for the community here. But the reason, we even get a chance to really experience how special it is just by the like my man said, feeling satisfaction from the street crowd reaction. The parents have just been very complimentary and just saying how excited they are that they don't have to pay. The kids keep the jerseys, and then we talked to that scholarship award winner last year. The mom almost cried on my shoulder.
Right.
She was just like, she almost lost it. I felt kind of weird because the husband was looking at me kind of wild because mom's just crying on my shoulder. I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
Right, and I was looking at if you want to see what the jerseys look like, you can go to our Facebook page or iesportsnet.com. Our Facebook page is facebook.com/iesportsnet. Click the link, but I'll say eternal bada boom, bada bang.
Bada bing, bada boom.
It'll take you right to iesportsnet.com. And I'm looking at our Facebook page, and one of the people who liked the jersey was the legendary coach. I saw Dick Bruick.
Man, let me tell you something. When I saw that, I almost was like, I almost was ready to drop the mic and walk away.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Right?
Like, hey, we know we have arrived.
Right. When you get someone like the legendary coach Dick Bruick liking what you do, You know, that was the guy. I'm pretty sure he's the guy that won the first national champion in the Inland Empire.
Right, yeah. So, and that's how long, that's how, you know, and you and I, we use the term mythical.
Right.
You know what I mean, you know, like, it's just a big deal. And so again, like I said, man, these we've had to Coach Bach, I want to say that's his name, over at Chino Hills.
Right.
We salute you. Just a great job.
Tip your hat.
Yeah, we tip the hat because, you know, a lot of people, man, they always say, oh, you didn't have to coach the Ball brothers, you know, or you didn't, you know, no, it required coaching, and he does coach those kids up, man.
Right.
They came out there with a great system. And then, you know, and then it takes a good coach to kind of let his players play and let them, you know, give them that kind of wiggle room.
Not get in the way.
And not get in the way, man. So, you know, like I'm a huge A-Team fan. So I use the words of the great Hannibal. I love it when a plan comes together.
You know, I hate it. When we grew up, the A-Team was a popular show. And, you know, my name is Brian Arrington.
Yeah.
And I couldn't stand it. People would always call me B.A.
B.A.
Oh, my God. Brian's fine.
Hey, guess what you're going to be called going forward?
Brian is fine.
Brian
is fine.
That.
You know, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because he gets me all the time for junior. So, B.A.'s coming. I forgot about that. Well, you know, just on a side note, the great thing I used to always love about the A-Team, they would do the
I call you EJ.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Be quiet. Almost threw my car. Oh man, but you know, the great thing about the A-Team, they would use almost a whole warehouse full of ammunition, and not one person would die.
Exactly. The movie was terrible. The TV show was a classic.
The TV show is hands down. I mean, I think throughout 3 seasons that the A-Team was on and all that shooting they did, I think only one person from the A-Team's ever even been shot.
Yeah, and it was so funny when Mr. T never wanted to get on the airplane.
Oh man, had to give him the milk. Had to give him the milk. Hey, BA, take the milk.
Absolutely. Let's step out and take a quick commercial break.
No doubt about it.
You're listening to IE Sports Net with Coach B.
Andy Turner. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here
on Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
You are tuned into the new home for IE Sportsnet every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. with Coach B.
Andy Turner. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here.
On Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM, IE Sportsnet every Saturday morning, 8 a.m.
What's up? This is Nick Young of the LA Lakers. You rocking at IE Sportsnet.
The Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Greg Hollis in the house, man. You good for that one, man. We are right here at IE Sportsnet, IESportsNet.com, right here live on Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here. Hey, you know what? Did you get Nick Young permission to record that drop? I just want to make sure.
Well, no, what you need to say is did Iggy give you permission? We all know that Iggy's the one that, like, what Cam say? Iggy's the one to wear the pants in the house.
Yeah.
So answer this: is you a man or a mouse? Well, first thing first, let me tell you about that. We're talking about none other than the Nick Young, the Swaggy P, D'Angelo Russell little deal. You know, I've been hyping the youngster up for some time with the youngster D'Angelo Russell.
Him and Clarkson, you've been on them.
I've been hyping them up for a minute. I was one of the ones who went out there early and said that was one of the biggest picks we've picked up since Buck. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, because, you know,
I would say Worthy came after
Worthy
Buck.
Was, yeah, true. You're right.
When we traded for Kobe.
Yeah,
but
we traded for Kobe. A true actual pick.
Was
I mean, that's almost 30 years, homie. It's almost 30 years coming right there. So anyway, we saw, I read this, and this is something big, and we're talking about the D. Russell and Swaggy P little controversy. I read this, that the younger players have been doing these pranks on each other all year. They've been doing these, and they're weird pranks.
Right.
You know, and the pranks aren't like how you and I did it. You know what I mean? The pranks are different now. They're doing weird stuff. And here goes the deal. And Punch, we know this stuff. Like back in the day when you had a locker room issue like that, what you would do is you would lock the locker room up. You tell the coach that when the coach would leave, you would lock the locker room, and then whomever had the issue would handle it.
Right.
Bottom line, that's what, you know, I mean, that happened several times. That's why you learned quickly that you closed your mouth. You know what I mean? Because you didn't want to have to go in there and deal with whomever it was you had the issue with. It was grown man business. So that's one of the things I even say about that. I mean, the recording of that stuff, and to me, it wasn't really that deep. But it's like it's out there now in the public, so now people have to respond to it.
Yeah, and I agree. I mean, here's the thing, man. The people were saying, "Oh, you got to get rid of Russell. You got to get rid of Russell."
Crazy?
Here's the thing. Russell is 19 years old.
Just turned 20.
Just turned 20. 6'5" point guard.
Left-handed.
That can ball out.
Come on.
Nick Young is 30. I'm a USC guy. I watched USC when it was him, Gabe Pruitt, and Tosh Gibson back in the day.
Yep.
I loved it when they were there. But Nick Young has never developed into that guy.
I'm gonna tell you right now who the franchise chose. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now who the franchise chose. Who was starting the game?
Exactly.
Who played the whole game?
Exactly. And you know, and Coach Byron Scott was saying he's pretty much in the doghouse. He's in the doghouse. So
yeah,
I
this
think
is the second time that Nick Young has even been in another controversy.
Right.
So it's like like the first one was bad.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's like but again, and then on top of that, it's like how do you get over the hump? You start to play good basketball.
Exactly.
So it's like Nick Young hasn't really been playing good basketball. So yeah. So if there's anybody, I told my man, I said he's gonna be traded. So it'll be him and Iggy.
It might even just be cut. He might even just be cut.
Yeah, he might just be Boobot.
Yeah,
so,
because and that's the thing about it. He's had issues. Love Nick Young.
Love him.
I think they're going to work it out. I
really hope so.
I think they're going to work it out. I don't think he's going to be gone because if you remember back in the early 2000s, one player said, "Hey, I just pay to play girls off like Shaq." So this is the second time this has happened in Laker lure.
So had to put Kobe out there, man.
Kobe Bean Bryant did the same thing, and I think it worked out okay.
It did. But you know what, man? We want to thank everybody for rocking with us today, man. We had an excellent show. Big up to the Cajon basketball girls. State champion Tyler Goldsberry and Kayla Washington and my brother Leon Washington came out, man. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Coach Lehman, for sending that word out. Appreciate it, man. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations to the Chino Hills Huskies. We had a great game.
And you're listening to IE Sports Net with Coach B.
And Eternal, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here.
On Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM. See you next Saturday.
Rock on, rock on.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.